Yeah, I'm like, yo, Ludicolo. I can see Ludicolo dancing to the beat. You know, does it? Ludicolo dancing to the beat. But anywho, this is HoMaLoN speaking, and I originally was going to go to sleep after I did that video about Pokemon evolutions, but it just so happens that I think the video hyped me up in terms of wanting to see the movie. Not the movie, in terms of wanting to see the series, but I actually just got riled up after seeing Team Galactic at the end, and I was going to talk about how your boy HoMaLoN, we probably not going to be boys anymore, but HoMaLoN disagrees with the fact that Diamond and Pearl is a good game, nor do I believe that the remakes are actually good as it is. Now, granted, I have not played Brilliant Diamond or Brilliant Pearl, nor do I think I'm going to play it. If all the Pokemon Pros are doing it and I'm seeing a whole lot of VGC, I probably might jump on board. The game does have some good things. I am not going to lie. There are some good things about the game. But overall, jumping from Ruby and Sapphire, which was, I guess, another one of my games that I really liked. Coming from there and then going to this game and not seeing a lot of things I was in Ruby and Sapphire into this game, I was a little bit disappointed. I did play it because I was a big Pokemon fan, and I was like, you know, and it's a Pokemon game. HoMaLoN's going to play it regardless. And I did play it regardless, and I did play it competitively for the duration. I think that was the first time that Nintendo was starting to do, or the Pokemon Company was actually starting to do VGCs in person. And my first VGC was actually near the end of the Diamond and Pearl era, and I was rocking the Shedinja like my life depended on it, bro. Shedinja was that Pokemon that got me to fall in love with Ruby and Sapphire when they introduced the abilities and the fact that this Pokemon, no one really could challenge it. Now this Pokemon, there's so much Pokemon that can threaten freaking Shedinja. I always used to get bust up, but whenever I could, I always have a Shedinja in my team. I want to do some VGCs when I'm talking about, yo, Shedinja. Shedinja's one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Kid you not. 1 HP, no attacks and all that, but it is the perfect troll Pokemon, and I love it. So, coming from Ruby and Sapphire, where you just had secret bases, you had the introduction of good starters. But let's actually look at the starters that we have here in Ruby and Sapphire, right? I'm here on Cerebi.net. For those who don't know, Cerebi.net, it is that go-to website when you want some information on Pokemon. And this was, when I was in lab mode, this was where it was at. I would hop on Cerebi.net and I'll do my research, right? Here we go, the Gen 3 starters, right? So, if you don't remember the Johto starters, the Kanto starters, we had some real powerful hitters. So let's go through the generations, right? And then they recently remade the 4th generation, the Sinnoh region. So we had these guys, right? We had these guys. We have Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle, right? Each of them evolving up into being a Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise, which to this day are all considered great Pokemon. Venusaur is still being used in VGC. Charizard, of course. Now that we got the Dynamax forms of these guys are so good that not only did they get love in X and Y, right? Not only did these guys get love in X and Y. Well, I shouldn't say X and Y, but yeah, not only did they get love for the Generation 6, where these guys got Mega Evolutions, right? They also got love in our current generation right now, the Gen 8, where they got Dynamax forms. Of course, nostalgia is always the selling point, of course. But these guys got so much love that Gen 1 is still viable to this day. The typing is good, you know what I'm saying? It's viable. We go to Johto, well, now that I think about it, we go to Johto. The starters these guys didn't really get so much love, but I do like the fact that they're pure form. I like their typings, right? Then we get to Gen 3. These guys, in my honest opinion, this is when I started to see some real fire starters. I said, yo, Skeptile. one of my favorites, right? One of my favorite grass starters, Blaziken, and we got Swampert. And these guys are all so nice that they all got mega forms too. You know what I'm saying? These guys got love, so that means that people are paying attention. With this, Swampert having the best mega form. So now why is it that when we get to Gen 4, right, we got some ugly looking, oh my gosh, give me 1 second. Let me pull up Gen 4. Alright, 100 and... So why is it that when we get to Gen 4, we get some clunky, ugly looking starters like Torterra, which in my honest opinion is trash, man. Torterra is trash, man. Alright, you have attack power, you have defense. Ice will send you to like Obliterate. Like, yo, the ice attack will send this guy to the Shadow Realm because, yo, look at this typing, right? Right, he's a ground grass. Terrible typing in my honest opinion. Of course, you got some type of immunity to fire. Not immunity, but it's a regular hit. But I don't like this. I didn't like the character design back then. I think that was what I was picky about. So here I am, right? Coming fresh off of looking at these guys to looking at these guys, these bum looking starters, right? That's what, okay, boom. Everybody loved Infernape. Infernape looked a little cool, but the starters were pretty whack. In my honest opinion, it was trash starters. I always usually like to go for the water or green grass, but even I went for Infernape this generation because they were so whack. Scaraptor was good, but I don't think there was no other good Pokemon after this. Everybody else was trash. This gen was like, there was like only a couple of good ones of new Pokemon. It was this guy. Who else we got that I thought was good? Gastrodon had a good ability. Bronzong was a little annoying. Garchomp was a little annoying. I kind of like that Spiritomb a little bit. Okay, you had a Lucario. Drapion was okay, and I think that was about it. I think in VGC, a lot of people were using Abomasnow because of that Storm Warning ability, but man, I remember seeing Toxicroak, and I think that was about it. And probably Togekiss, but I don't think anybody. Togekiss, they didn't even. I think Porygon Z had some shine and they stopped. Gallade at the same time had some shine, they stopped. Rhyperior, good in Trick Room, and I think that was about it. Who else? Okay, Heatran was usable, and then Cresselia, and I think that was about it. The only thing that made Gen 4 VGC very good was the mere fact that Smeargle was one of the best Pokemon, and I peeped that off the jump. Where Smeargle is a Pokemon that only has one learned move, and that's Sketch. Every 10 levels, it'll gain a Sketch, and then you use that to sketch any move in the game. So Smeargle can learn practically anything in the game. So what a lot of people would do, they'll take a Smeargle, they'll train it to how they want its stats to be, and then fight a Giratina. Not Giratina. They'll fight a Darkrai, and from Darkrai they will sketch Dark Void, which is Darkrai's signature move. For those who don't know, it's an attack that puts both opponents. It's an AoE. It has an 80% accuracy of connecting to the opponent, and when it connects, it puts you to sleep. It's just a non-damaging status effect, and that was the best move that you can get in terms of like legal Pokemon, and Smeargle was legal, and that made Smeargle very broken, and a lot of people were very afraid to fight Smeargle for the mere fact that, you know, Sketch Dark Void was a thing. But those are our only viable Pokemon, right? And I'm not even looking at Mamoswine. So those are the only viable Pokemon, and I think when they were making this game, they tried to nostalgia bait a lot of people and said, hey, yeah, we had Roselia had a baby form, and now that it has an evolution. We have Apom gotten an evolution. Mischievous getting an evolution. We got Murkle getting an evolution. And then that was cool, but then they introduced a lot of baby Pokemon. I'm like, why would you introduce a baby Pokemon and not an evolution? So I was a little upset, like, why would you do this if I ain't gonna use no baby Pokemon for no competitive Pokemon? So I was a little irked when I seen this. I seen you wasted a Pokemon slot for baby Pokemon. You gonna put a Bonsly? Why wouldn't you just give a Sudowoodo an evolution? And Sudowoodo to this day doesn't have an evolution. Mime Jr., I was a little upset about this. I said, why didn't you just not make Mr. Mime have like an evolution? And I mean, eventually it took until Gen 8 for Mr. Mime to get an evolution. But that's besides the fact. And then I seen this. I said, what is with these clunky looking baby Pokemon? Why would you do this when I'm coming all the way from this gen, which everybody's looking kind of cool and everybody is fresh and new? You know what I'm saying? Everybody was fresh and new. I'm like, Roselia is actually this gen. I always make that mistake that I think she came from Johto, but this is this gen. My apologies for that if you guys didn't catch that. But yeah, Roselia got an evolution. But I'm looking at this, I'm like, yo, there's a whole lot of cool looking Pokemon. And a lot of these guys were super viable, you know what I'm saying? So I'm coming from a gen where everybody was fresh into them trying to nostalgia bait me with all these clunky looking Pokemon and baby Pokemon. I'm like, what the heck is this? I can't use that. There wasn't really much Pokemon for me to use. And then like, yo, what was with all the baby Pokemon? Munchlax. I said, why not give Snorlax an evolution? Which, I mean, Snorlax don't really need it, but where Snorlax loses weight. But I'm like, you have so much baby Pokemon. Why would you waste Pokemon space like this? So I was a little upset back in the days, and I wasn't really impressed. I did like this Pokemon because at the time this was the only Pokemon that could learn Soak, and I did have a lot of combos with Snoke and like electric attacks. But besides the fact. And yeah, Weevil got an evolution, and Magneton got an evolution. This was actually good. It was cool to see Magnezone, Lickitung got an evolution. I said, all right, cool. All these guys, right on, Tangela. I said, all these guys got evolutions. Cool, that's what's up. Yama got an evolution. That's what's up. But a lot of them weren't even viable besides this one, and possibly this one. These two everybody was using. But some people found a way to make this work, but Togetech's evolution, that was annoying. I still, to this day, I call it Fat Bird because I think refused it to drop. But I think this is probably one of the best Pokemon to come out of this gen. Togekiss and possibly not even Garchomp. I'm not even going to put Garchomp up there. Yeah, this is a clunky list. This is a whack list, man. Gastrodon too. You can't sleep. Gastrodon was actually pretty nice. Now I'm looking at it. I'm like, this was Trick Room, the Trick Room guy back in the day. But I'm like, yo, nobody's nice. Like, it's a whack Pokemon. Like, why couldn't they give everybody else? Okay, I said, all right, cool. Gen 3. You gave Corella another evolution. Alright, you gave Porygon an evolution. I thought that was cool. Nosepass got an evolution. Dusclops got an evolution. And I thought Dusknoir was nice. But I'm like, no, you better off using Dusclops. You better off using Porygon too. Like, what is with these evolution? Oh yeah. So Snorunt got an evolution. Frostlass was pretty cool. Glass Cannon. Rotom. I completely forgot about Rotom because Rotom was actually, to this day, is still a good Pokemon. The fact that it can change into a lot of things. And that's about it. Heatran was overused. A lot of people like Heatran, a lot of people like Crest. And those were it, man. Those were it. So I wasn't too wowed by the Pokemon listing. I believe there was a lazy attempt. I said, man, this is lazy, man. The game felt very short. It felt like there was no effort. They removed secret base. That I loved secret bases back in the days. I said, oh snap, we get into the DS games. Oh snap, we can play online. So that means we're gonna have secret bases online? Nope, secret bases aren't in the game. I was like, cool. Alright, cool. But then again, I'm like, the following game in Gen 5, you guys stepped it up in Gen 5. So, and I kid you not, if they had remade Black and White, I would be the first one online to buy Black and White. Because I bought Black and White, I love the game, and I bought Black and White too. I would say when it comes to this Pokemon game, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, I believed that Platinum version with Giratina actually had a better storyline than the storylines that you see in Diamond and Pearl. They put more effort into Platinum version because it had a nice storyline. I liked Platinum. It was okay, but Diamond and Pearl as it is, it was trash. In my honest opinion, it was a trash game. Even though I went to GBC and I was excited that I seen a lot of other Pokemon fans, nah, the game was trash, and I'll stick by that. The other good things that came from it as well was the mere fact that it had good. Cynthia came from it. Cynthia was a good trainer. I respected Cynthia, and I liked Route. I haven't listened to this yet, but I liked Route 209. So apparently there's a day and night version of this. Let me hear what this sounds like. Okay. Okay, I'm liking, because I liked Route 209 actually. I kid you not, back in the days when I didn't have, like, I don't know, I didn't have like a music SoundCloud or whatever have you. I didn't know where to find the music. I would just leave my DS on and I'll go to sleep listening to Route 209. 209 put me to sleep. But this 209 sounds a little bit more epic and it won't put me to sleep. I'm gonna keep on listening. I can see myself doing some yoga to this song, but it doesn't sound as peaceful as it did before. It sounds good, but it is not as peaceful as before. Yeah, it sounds too epic. It sounds too epic. Why would I complain about it? I mean, it sounds cool, but it sounds too epic. It sounds too epic. It's not peaceful anymore. That's cool. Yeah. And then it loops. That was the best thing that came from it. Okay, it still sounds a little bit. It still sounds a little epic. I like it. This theme actually got me hyped to play Pokemon. I was actually fighting a legend, so I give it to them. I like the Cynthia theme. I think I might have to. I'm gonna have to find a way to get this track. Cause this was my gym song too. Cynthia Sing was my gym song. Garchomp. I'm stopping it because, you know, there's fair use and all of that, y'all. Give me a second. Okay. I used to be like Ludicolo's dancing to the beat. Yeah, I'm like, yo, Ludicolo. I can see Ludicolo dancing to the beat. You know, does it? Ludicolo dancing to the beat. But anywho, I'm silly. But yeah, that's what I liked from it. I liked the music from Route 209 and Cynthia. I don't think there's any other themes I liked. The rival team, like Galactic, I didn't like because I'm coming from legit gang warfare. Like, We got Team Aqua and Team Magma, legit gang warfare. I said, yo, this story is actually pretty deep, and these guys are going out at it, and them making amends at the end. I loved the story coming from Gen 3, coming to Gen 4. I'm like, nah, this feels too lazy. You guys can't. Nah, this is whack. And then getting to Gen 5, where things actually pick up and a legit compelling story. I said, oh no. 404 definitely is at the bottom of the dumps. And then look at these starters. Whack. Trash. But now let me just get into the nitty gritty of it. In terms of remakes, y'all, the best remake, and let me talk about it. Brilliant Diamond and Brilliant Pearl, there's nothing new about the game besides graphics, aesthetics, and new music, right? And then integrating like, oh snap, we got fairy types now. You can actually kill Spirit Tomb, hey! And integrating that stuff towards it. You got the chibi looking bite-sized Pokemon. So you telling me I'm coming straight from Sword and Shield, coming from Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon to chibi baby looking Pokemon? You can't tell me that wasn't a waste of a remake. That you're saying, oh yeah, you wanted to keep the essence, but yeah, y'all didn't keep the essence for Let's Go Pokemon, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. That was a whole different revamped remake. And although, I mean, say what you want against with it, that was actually a good game. Like the Let's Go games was a good game. This remake here, this chibi looking stuff with the whack starters, nah bro, that was whack in a whack region with whack Pokemon and whack music. The battle music, I hated the battle music of this game. What type of whack battle music is that? Like, nah man, like, even when you get to Gen 5, the battle music was so cool to the point that when you get Red Health, they actually had a remix for the Red Health music. Red Health had its own music. I'm like, never in a Pokemon game has there ever been that. And that was like, yo, like, oh snap, your Pokemon is about to fate. And they played that ominous music when your health was red. I loved playing Gen 5 Black and White. But playing Diamond and Pearl, nah, I wasn't with it, man. I really wasn't with it. It felt like a lazy game just for them to fill in the slot in the Pokemon series. But what else do I have to say about it? Yeah, I didn't like the bite-sized looking characters. I didn't like how they didn't add anything new. It's just, oh yeah, it's a remake, new graphics. Okay, why should I buy it? Why should I give up Dynamaxes? Why should I give up Mega Evolutions just to play a game that doesn't have none of that in it? Why? The reason why I say that is because coming straight from, I might get this order wrong, but yeah, coming straight from X and Y, we got Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and X and Y introduced the Mega Evolutions, which was game changing. That was actually cool. So now here we have a game now that's, you know, a decade old, a game that's a decade old, and then for them to actually keep the mechanic in, they integrated it with the entire game, right? So now we got Primal Groudon, Primal Kyogre, and looking at them, I said, oh no, these guys look like they've been infused with some Mega Stone power. And lo and behold, they had Megas up into that game. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, hold on. They had brand new Megas. This game got Megas galore, bro. This game had Megas galore, and I was elated. I was elated when I heard that this game was getting Megas. And of course not all of them was viable, right? But this Mega Swampert was switched. Oh my gosh, you guys do not know. You guys do not know that this game, this remake, made Pokemon really alive. So what I'm trying to say is that had they put thought into this, X and Y, from X and Y we got the remake of Gen 3. Wow, that was cool. they put megas. So what I'm trying to say is, look, we're coming fresh from Gen 2. I mean, we're coming fresh from Gen 8. Why would you not add Gen 8 mechanics to a remake to get people hyped for it? Because from what I'm seeing, I go online, I'm still seeing people playing VGC Sword and Shield. So why wouldn't you want to take the Sword and Shield mechanics and throw it into Gen 4 so that way you have new Dynamaxes, new Gigantamaxes? Because you look at Gen 4, Gen 3 put in work. Swampert was nice. This, arguably the fastest Pokemon with Megas. I use Mega Beedrill. Mega Beedrill's nice. Strong Jaw, I don't know anybody used it. But Pixelate, Altaria, busted. Sureforce Camprupt, busted. Mega Salamence, Mega Salamence, y'all. This made Omega, this Pokemon was toxic. This Pokemon was toxic, and Mega Metagross. These two guys were toxic. But I loved it because it felt fresh and new. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you have these Megas. Mega Lopunny, yeah. Audino, cool. Guys that nobody used. Yeah, alright. It's cool, but it felt like a fresh, brand new game. The Grand Underground, that's it. And Super Contest, that's it. You look at it, there is nothing brand new about it. They don't even have much to say about it. It's just a Pokemon fitter for them to make more money because they just know it's a Pokemon franchise. Had they put work, had they gave Dialga and Palkia Gigantamax forms, I would definitely be in it because that's like, oh snap, you're adding to the story. It makes it feel like a fresh new game. No, they didn't even bother to do that, which is why I'm like, okay, this is trash. Put it in the dumpster. We don't want to see this ever again. So I am actually looking forward to how they're going to make the Gen 5 remake. That, you know, it's coming. If they remade this, they're going to remake Black and White, and you know, the rest is history. Black and White 2, those games are great, but they missed an opportunity to throw in Gigantamaxes for these guys and new Dynamaxes for those Pokemon. That would have actually been game changing. What Pokemon would we want to see that get Gigantamaxes? Let's see. The starters can get new Gigantamaxes. I would like to see that. Possibly a Gigantamax because Scaraptor, Intimidate and Reckless. Oh my gosh, that Pokemon is busted. Gastrodon with a Gigantamax, that would have been cool. But knowing them, they'll give somebody like this a Gigantamax. Pokemon that don't need it. I would like to see this with a Gigantamax. Garchomp for sure with a G-Max. Lucario with a G-Max for sure. And Abomasnow has a Mega. So if Obama has a Mega, we can probably give Weavile or Magnezone a G-Max. Magmorta G-Max. I don't know, guys. Who do you think deserves a G-Max? And yeah, so the Legends will have it. Giratina for sure. And that's about it, y'all. I can keep rambling about this all day, you know, like I can start nitpicking on stuff that I don't like about it. But the moral what I'm trying to say is that I thought there was a lazy remake and a lazy excuse of a Pokemon game, and I'm very disappointed that they didn't put much effort into the game and they just remade it, try to nostalgia bait people, talking about, hey, we made them chibi to recapture the essence. No, bro, you didn't want to recapture the essence. You just wanted to save time so you can pump out another Pokemon game that you didn't want to put effort in it. Because based off of your previous games, I'm judging this game based off the work on the other games. You put in a lot of work with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Those games felt new. And then you had Xenia, that other story arc that made the game feel even more fresh. I'm like, come on now. You can't tell me that you do that for the remakes and then you come to Gen 4, Generation 4, and not do nothing with the Pokemon you got. Or make it feel fresh, or intertwine it with Gen 8. Nah, man. Unless there's some like update and patch I don't know about. But that's the reason why I say that this is the worst Pokemon game. in existence. Worst Pokemon game in existence. I love the other gens. Yep, Gen 1, Gen 2, Johto. Oh my gosh, 16 badges was great. I was disappointed that everything was 8 badges up until Ruby and Sapphire, but Ruby and Sapphire made it up to us with the Pokemon secret bases and all that other good stuff and abilities. Gen 4, nada. Gen 5, we got, oh my gosh, we let me look at some Gen 5 Pokemon. I'm getting hyped. First Pokemon was a legendary Pokemon. I was hyped about that. I said, holy smokes. Here we go. Superior. Great Pokemon, and that ability contrary, if you guys don't know, this Pokemon was toxic. With Leaf Storm and contrary, oh, this Pokemon was nuts. Not the best starter in my honest opinion, Embor, but it had Reckless, and I think it can get Head Smash, which is a rock move that has strong recoil, but it's good if I'm not mistaken. And then Shamrot. Shamrot, definitely a good Pokemon in my honest opinion. You know what I'm saying? Good special attack, decent regular attack. This was my Pokemon, man. But yeah, I mean, there is a lot of lacking Pokemon. I ain't gonna even lie. But looking at their decks, but yeah, the flying starter was trash too, but this was a good game though. I ain't gonna lie. I judged the game by the starters, but it was a good game. It was a good game. It was a good game. Black and White was a good game. I wasn't upset, but I definitely was disappointed in Diamond and Pearl, and of course I'm disappointed in Brilliant Diamond and Brilliant Pearl. But what do you guys think? Maybe HoMaLoN is crazy talking. Maybe HoMaLoN doesn't know what exactly he's talking about. And maybe you think, if it's your opinion, maybe you believe that this is the best game for you. Maybe you've never played Pokemon before. Maybe you've never played Diamond and Pearl before. If you've never played Diamond and Pearl before, then of course, by all means, and you wanted to try it, by all means, go ahead and try it. But for those who played through all the Pokemon games, I say you can just save your money on this. It might be too late for this review, but you guys probably already have bought it. But let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like this video, comment on this video. If you think that you've gotten some value out of this video, don't forget to share this video. And when you subscribe to the channel, don't forget to hit the bell so that way you get notified anytime I do a video. Thank you very much, my homies, for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.